Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, folks, the disclaimers. In the description box, you're going to see a link to the article that the JRC, also known as the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by Autistics for Autistics, wherein they did go ahead and interview over 900 ABA professionals as well as surveyed them from all over the world in regards to the JRC quote-unquote behavior modification program. In fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much they did go ahead and threaten NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused. So you know the drill, folks. Read that article, share it on all your social media. We also have NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit and a link to their GoFundMe, just in case the JRC has the balls to see through with their threat. We also got the links in regards to the Agape boarding school situation. Agape boarding school is a Christian-themed boarding school set on a ranch out in Stockton, Missouri. They have 19 pending lawsuits against them in regards to abuse, sexual abuse, torture, and starvation. So please go to those links. We also include the change.org petition to get that place shut down as well. Please go and sign. And if you find anything where Agape is saying anything in defense of themselves, please let me know. Send me the link in the comments, all right? We got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign as well, including Autistica's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we discuss JRC, folks, you're going to hear a vivid description of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you do got young children present, please, folks, go ahead and use your headphones. It is 3:42 in the afternoon. I just got off work. Yes, I'm exhausted. I'm brain dead. It's Saturday. The amount of stupidity that I go through in a single day of my week. Oh my God, folks. So, if I stumble over my words or start cursing profusely, apologies in advance, alright? So let's go to where we left off this morning. Remember, we're going back to evening vids now, and I figured now's a good time to start as any, right? Okay. So 110, there was no systemic focus on recording antecedent behaviors in order to modify or eliminate triggers so that problem behaviors as well as the punishing consequences could be prevented. Again, this is what we've been talking about through this whole damn word salad of a statement. And you guys brought it up in the comments. They never look for any triggers. They assume they already know them because it is deeply embedded in ABA that it is attention-seeking behavior or we're trying to obtain something, which is false. That's not what's going on when we're having these behaviors. But since people can't seem to fucking understand how to, ask us, this is the stupidity we're left with. And people wonder why we're antisocial. Because you all never listen to what we have to say and project your own bullshit onto us. Just saying. Neurotypicals, sit down, shut up, and we will tell you what is triggering the behaviors. Because more often than not, we know. Maybe, instead of being a moron and assuming that you know, give the person an assistive device that allows them to clearly communicate with you what is triggering the problem, what is the root issue. It's not rocket science. All antecedent behaviors for behaviors that are treated with the GED are recorded on a 24-hour basis. Specific behaviors are often charted separately for reasons such as tracking and tested behaviors. If NSED reviewers had reviewed the GED recording sheet as we suggested they do, they would have seen that there are clear indication of location where the staff records the behavior or events that lead up to the exhibition of targeted problematic behavior. Are you intentionally not actually addressing what they're talking about, JRC? They fucking told you. If you know the antecedent behaviors, the ones that precede, why in the name of God are you not addressing that? No, I don't mean with the fucking shock device. If you know what slowly leads up to these behaviors like you claim you fucking do, why are you not acting on it? It's because you don't know. You're projecting your own bias onto us. Maybe you and your staff members, JRC, start acting up in order to get attention. But that's just not how, at least the majority in my lifetime, the autistics that I know, operate. We're not like you. The sooner you realize this, the sooner we can move on and actually come up with something that will actually fucking help us. Do not make assumptions on a function of a particular behavior. Do not just assume you know, because that's what you learned in ABA class. Sit down, shut up, and let us talk to you. Behavior is a form of communication, a particularly frustrated form of communication. You see what I'm saying? This shit doesn't just come out of nowhere. And I don't want eyes on me when I'm having that shit go on. It's the last fucking thing I need, because I know every single person's gonna stare and fucking judge. Alright? And on that note, folks, I'm going to go ahead and close out for tonight. We don't get very many views on this channel, especially on this subject. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. Do appreciate your time this evening. As always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.